mix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Hello there. Happy Monday. I'm Monique Tuzon.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm glad your voice is getting better.
I'm glad it's back.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is a daily dish.
Yes, you sound better, Ferds.
Yes, and I feel better, but check this out.
Okay, so we don't look at this because yeah, we
I've
got our
got this
nails
amazing
done.
Korean nail artist that's coming on the show today, and she actually made me nails.
And I think this is the one that she did for one of the K-pop bands,
Yes.
right? G-Dragon? I think that's exactly
Which
what she
one?
did. Oh, Mark
Mark what?
1?
Mark
Wong.
1.
Oh my gosh! Mark Twan!
Mark Twan.
Okay.
Which camera am I looking at?
This is the nail.
Yeah, so these are famous nails from Mark Twan.
But now it's famous
This is exactly
because
what you made for him.
it's Ferdi's.
It's okay,
Camera 3.
inspired by. So these
Let's
are like
zoom
really
in on the
cool
nails.
Korean nails.
Guys, let us know if you like it on Ferdi and should he keep it till next month? Let us know.
Lasts for at least a week, right?
And she also does
That's
fruit
it.
nails. Because like right now, let me know if you guys know what fruit this is. She's gonna do my other one later. But right now I'm wearing a fig. So I'm part of your charcuterie board.
Yes, I love it that you might have like, flora and fauna.
Stay
Super
tuned.
cute.
She's also gonna do my nails later on the show. But first, we have so many things happening today. We're following President Bongbong Marcos. I understand he had something to say about the September 21 protest that's being planned, as a show of indignation for the corruption scandal hounding the nation.
Yeah.
He was quoted as saying that if he wasn't president, he would be out in the streets with them, and he doesn't blame them, not one bit. Quote unquote.
Certainly a stronger statement than the one that he did before, that he said it's not up to him to apologize for martial law.
And he also said, quote unquote, I just saw this on the news today, that even Martin Romualdez and Zaldico are not safe. So he said it himself. So all the investigations.
In what sense?
For investigations.
For investigations.
Yes.
All right, let's qualify that.
Ally or not, they will be under investigation if their names are dragged into the flood control scandal.
Yes, and better news.
Yes, in better news.
Better
Or
news.
fun news. Emmys today.
Yes,
The
I haven't
Emmys.
seen it because we were getting ready for the show. But Mai, you watched the
I think,
intro and she's dying laughing.
There's a funny sketch. The opening sketch was so funny. We were supposed to reenact it for you today, but maybe later on the show we have to prepare a little bit. But they talked about how TV was invented and so many shows now. There's a travel show for travel, food show for food. A history show for
history.
And then somebody
Not for
asked for history, and then he said no for aliens.
She was like so
Yeah, but it's so
like
true,
singing
though.
with it, kanina.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I'm
And
glad.
also like shows for learning, but we don't actually learn anything because they mentioned the pimple popper. Those are
And the
Dr.
hoarders.
Pimple Poppers.
the
Yeah.
hoarders were mentioned.
I love the horror. Oh, those are my shows.
But because you watch it, but you actually learn anything.
I don't actually. I just watch. I just like looking at them and say, "Oh, I live a better life."
Okay, maybe it teaches you not to hoard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
hopefully.
teaches you about the psychology of hoarding and how you can keep a pimple like that for like 20
Oh my
years.
gosh,
That's
but
so gross.
So many people watch those
disturbed.
things.
I
Dr. Pimple.
I watch it
never
all
watch
the
because it
time.
makes me want to throw up. I'm
It's
like,
so
ew.
gross that I can't stop watching. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Thank God,
Anyway, guys.
I'm not one of those people.
We
Yeah.
have a fun show lined up, but first we have lots of news.
Yeah, stay tuned for your stories. First, the headlines.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. My daily dish. My daily dish.
In today's headlines, a balancing act. President Bongbong Marcos validates public outrage with anti-corruption protests lined up for September 21st, the 53rd anniversary of the martial law declaration. More heads are rolling at the DPWH. Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon fires 3 Bulacan officials, including former Assistant District Engineer Bryce Hernandez, over the flood control scandal. In entertainment, Hollywood is celebrating TV's finest. To take a look at the winners at this year's Emmy Awards. And it's time to glam things up on a Monday. Nail artist Elina Jung will join us on the show live. Days before the commemoration of martial law, President Marcos strikes a careful tone, validating public outrage while drawing the line at violence. Ivy Reyes now joins us live from Malacanang. Hi, Ivy. Now, September 21 is a date that carries heavy baggage for the Marcos family. Tell us more about what the president said today.
Mai, the son of ousted President, the late Ferdinand Marcos Sr., makes a striking statement today ahead of the 53rd commemoration of martial law on September 20.
President, I might be out in the streets with them.
Amid the probe on the flood control scandal, President Bongbong Marcos does not blame protesters, not one bit. When asked if protests pose a threat to his administration, PBBM confidently said that he started this investigation on anomalous flood control projects, which means it is his interest to put an end to corruption.
So, of course, they are enraged. Of course, they are angry. I'm angry. We should all be angry because what's happening is not right. So, yes, express it. You come, you make your feelings known to these people and make them answerable for the wrongdoings that they have done.
President Marcos said there is nothing wrong with demanding justice and fairness and that he wants these for his people too. The statement comes amid mounting concerns that demonstrations in the Philippines may possibly break out like that in Nepal, where an official was reportedly dragged through the streets and stripped of his clothing and several government headquarters burned down. On this note, however, the president hit the brake and said he draws the line at violence if protests turn out violently. Mai, PBBM has appointed retired Justice Andres Reyes Jr. as chairperson of the Independent Commission for Infrastructure, or ICI. Reyes was appointed to the High Court by former President Rodrigo Duterte in 2017. Meanwhile, in the ICI's defense, PBBM said he chose Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong as special advisor, as he is naturally an investigator, following his stint in law enforcement at the CIDG.
All right, Ivy, I have some questions for you, but we seem to be losing you. The signal is not so strong, so I'll save those questions for later. Thank you for that report, though. Ivy Reyes, live from Malacanang. Public outrage mounts as more groups mobilize nationwide, demanding accountability over billions lost to alleged corruption in the flood control projects. We go live to Andrea Salve for the details. Andrea, what can you tell us?
Mai, after a series of brief protests and pickets last week and over the weekend, calls for justice and accountability are expected to intensify amid the ongoing investigation into anomalous flood control projects. On Sunday, September 21, which also marks the 53rd anniversary of martial law, various progressive and religious groups will hold a major protest rally at the People Power Monument in EDSA as well as in Luneta. Today, the groups formally announced their planned activities under the banner Trillion Peso March, a movement aimed at highlighting the trillions of pesos lost to alleged corruption in flood control projects since 2016. A white ribbon pinning ceremony was also held, symbolizing unity between sectoral and religious organizations in the fight against corruption. Over 100 organizations have already pledged support for the nationwide protest. Among their key demands are to remove officials involved in the flood control scandal, to recover stolen public funds, and to abolish the pork barrel system. Beyond Metro Manila, similar mobilizations are planned in other areas including Cebu, Negros, Baguio, Bohol, and Cagayan de Oro. According to organizers of the Trillion Peso March, the protest is open to all. Mai.
Thank you, Andrea Salve, reporting for us today. Transport Group Piston will hold a nationwide transport strike on September 18 and 21. Piston National President Modi Floranda tells BNC their group joins calls to hold accountable corrupt officials and other personalities involved in the flood control scam. He explains that everyone suffers every time floods hit different parts of the country.
Yung panawagan po natin ay hindi lamang ito para sa interes ng mga driver at mga operator, kundi para sa interes ng ating mga mamamayan, sapagkat ang nagsasuffer dito sa matinding grapeng korupsyon ay yung ating mamamayang Pilipino. Dahil alam naman natin na sa ngayon ay talagang simpleng ulan lamang ay yung pagbaha ay talagang nasususpindi yung kabuhayan ng ating mga mamamayan, hindi lamang po ng sektor ng transportasyon. Kaya umaasa kami na mga mismong commuters, mismo yung ating mga mamamayan ay makikibahagi dito sa magaganap pong pagkilos natin.
The Catholic Church calls on those organizing mass actions against corruption in the country to coordinate with them to ensure the legitimacy of their protests. In an interview on Agenda Weekend, CBCP spokesperson Father Jerome Siciliano also called for an independent investigation into corruption. He explains they are not satisfied with the way the Senate or Congress is handling the inquiry into the flood control scandal.
Sa pag-uusap na to, dapat ma-determine natin sino ba yung mga personalidad na involved at ano ba talaga yung layunin ng kanilang mga rally. Kasi alam niyo minsan, may mga rally na ang isinusulong, hindi naman talaga yung paglaban sa issue eh. Ang isinusulong nila, yung suporta sa ilang partikular na kandidato. Kapag ganito naman, ayaw natin mabahiran yung EDSA's right kasi baka tingin nila maging partisan. Basta sa amin, malinaw lang yung issue, malinaw lang yung kumbaga ay totoong mga ginagawa at saka mga personalidad nasa likod nito, and that's it. We are going to permit.
3 public works officials from Bulacan have been permanently removed from service after being found guilty of grave misconduct and other serious offenses. Let's get the details from Joash Malimban. Hi, Joash.
Mai DPWH has formally released a dismissal order against 3 officials of the Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office following the earlier sacking of former Regional Director Henry Alcantara. Public Works Secretary Vince Tuzon signed the order today, September 15, firing former Assistant District Engineer Bryce Hernandez, Construction Section Chief JP Mendoza, and Accountant Juanito Mendoza. The officials were found guilty of disloyalty to the Republic, grave misconduct, gross neglect of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the interest of service. They were also perpetually disqualified from holding any public office. Separate fraud audit reports from the Commission on Audit have also been submitted to the Office of the Ombudsman last week to support further cases against them. Mai.
All right, thank you, Joash, for the update. Malacanang reiterates not even former Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan is safe from the probe into the flood control scandal. The Presidential Communications Office says the former DPWH chief will also be investigated, citing his business links to Candaba Mayor Rene Maglanque. Maglanque, a former president of Bulacan contractor Global Crete Builders, reportedly bagged over 2 billion pesos in flood control projects. Senate President Pro Tempore Panfilo Lacson earlier revealed the daughters of Bonoan and Maglanque hold executive posts in another company owned by the mayor.
Gaya ng paulit-ulit na sinabi ni Pangulo, walang sasantuhin dito. Kahit kamag-anak, kaibigan, kaalyado, there will be no sacred cows.
In other news, Davao City Acting Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte files kidnapping and other criminal charges before the Ombudsman for Mindanao against Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla, National Defense Department Secretary Gilbert Chodoro, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla, National Security Advisor Eduardo Año, as well as several police generals, a prosecutor, and a certain John Doe or other unidentified John Does. The complaints stem from the alleged illegal arrest of his father, former President Rodrigo Duterte. As of press time, none of the respondents have issued a statement. Senator Rodante Marcoleta held a press conference today on regarding allegations that he was paid to provide witness protection or to put under witness protection the controversial contractors Curly and Sara Diskaya. We now head to Hannity, who's at the Senate monitoring developments there. Go ahead, Hannah.
My Senator Rodante Marcoleta flatly denies that he was allegedly paid to push witness protection for contractors Curly and Sara Diskaya, and says his letter to the Justice Department was about safety and getting the full story on flood control anomalies. Marcoleta recommended allowing the Diskayas to apply for the witness protection program because they reported threats to their family. Just last week, Senate President Tito Soto refused to sign the letter of request, saying restitution must be done by the Diskayas first and that they cannot selectively tell the truth. But for Marcoleta, it is the courts, not the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, that decide the truth or falsity of a resource person's statements. He says the committee's job is to gather testimony in aid of legislation, while the courts handle credibility and criminal liability. But if the committee doesn't judge, Marcoleta was asked why was former Bulacan DPWH official Bryce Hernandez cited in contempt and then detained. The distinction for Marcoleta is that a contempt is a procedural tool when a resource person obstructs the proceedings or gives evasive or inconsistent answers. Hernandez was cited in contempt after evasive answers on his use of an alias and a fake ID, despite Marcoleta revealing proof of his casino activities under that fake name. Marcoleta also notes a separate custody issue. After the Senate contempt order, the House sought Hernandez's appearance in its own hearing last week and was then transferred to the PNP Custodial Center. He argues any temporary transfer of Hernandez should have honored the Senate's conditions with prompt return after the House proceedings. Hernandez was then transferred to the Pasay City Jail after a motion was raised in Senate plenary last week. Mai?
So, Hannah, let's be clear, the Diskayas will not be placed under witness protection. And where is Bryce Hernandez now?
So far, Mai, we don't have any official statement from the Justice Department whether they will grant the witness protection request of the Diskayas or not. But as of this morning, we can say that they are not under the WPP yet. And on Bryce Hernandez, he is officially back in the Senate, and he has been brought back here after the hearing on his writ of amparo petition earlier today at the Pasay RTC, and it was granted by the Senate President on his readmission here, or his physical custody is back here in the Senate, and he expressed confidence that the Senate President Tito Soto and Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Ping Lacson will stand not only as a body of discipline but also as exemplars of fairness. Mai?
But how will his security be at the Senate? Because at the House hearing, he specifically asked not to be brought back to the Senate because he implicated and he actually named Senators Jinggoy Estrada and Joel Villanueva in the flood control scandal.
Mai, actually, Senate President Tito Soto believes that enough protection will be granted or will be provided to Hernandez when he is now in Senate custody. And Soto said naman that the Senate affirms that it is, as an institution, will not shy away from difficult truths because he is expected to once again speak before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee probe, which will be announced at a later date. Mai?
Hannah, finally, let's go to Senator Marcoleta. How does he feel about being replaced as Blue Ribbon Committee Chair?
Mai, he jokingly told Senate reporters earlier that when he found out about him being replaced as the Senate Blue Ribbon Chair, he was able to sleep properly immediately after that news. So safe to say that it's okay that he was replaced by Senator Ping Lacson as Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chair. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Hannah T, reporting to us live from the Senate. The House Appropriations Committee resumes its deliberations for the 2026 national budget. Among the agencies scheduled for discussion this morning, the Department of Agriculture. Let's get the latest from Joan Manalo, who joins us live from the Batasang Pambansa. Joan, what's the update?
The House Appropriations Committee is currently deliberating on the proposed 2026 budget of the Department of Agriculture. The Undersecretary for Policy, Planning and Regulation, Asis Perez, reported that the agency's allocation under the 2026 National Expenditure Program is 176.7 billion pesos. This is 13.59% higher than its 2025 appropriation. Perez also noted that in the past 10 years, agricultural imports have increased while exports have not shown significant growth. He said the country recorded agricultural imports worth $19.46 billion in 2024. This prompted House Appropriations Committee Chair Mika Swansing to stress that the Philippines being a net importer is not a reality that we should simply accept. She said the DA and the National Irrigation Administration must introduce stronger interventions to increase farm productivity. In response, Perez acknowledged that this is an urgent issue that the agency needs to address. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel also underscored that the agency's goal is not just to grow food, but to ensure that every Filipino family has access to healthy meals. Outside the budget hearing, peasant groups including the Kilusang Magbubukid ng Pilipinas and the Amihan National Federation of Peasant Women held a protest at the Batasang Pambansa South Gate. The group slammed the low allocation for the 2026 National Rice Program at only 29.9 billion pesos and called for an investigation into the farm-to-market road budget, which reached 57.3 billion pesos from 2023 to 2025 amid corruption issues in the DPWH. Mai.
Joan, how much is the allocation for those projects from the NEP?
Under the 2026 NEP, farm-to-market roads are allotted 16 billion pesos. Meanwhile, the interpellation with the agency, with the Department of Agriculture, is still ongoing, and we expect more updates from the House Appropriation Panel as we wait for the next few hours. Mai.
Thank you for the update, Joan Manalo, live from the Batasang Pambansa. In the U.S., lawmakers and senior administration officials honoring conservative activist Charlie Kirk at a vigil at the Kennedy Center in Washington. Among those present, House Speaker Mike Johnson, the U.S. intelligence chief, and the White House press secretary. Kirk, a staunch ally of President Donald Trump, was fatally shot by a sniper during an outdoor event in Utah, September 10th.
Charlie had such faith and such belief, and he wanted to share that truth with others. And what he was trying to do is pull people back from the abyss, not just to save a country, but to save souls. That's what Charlie Kirk was about.
Charlie was killed on September 10th. On September 11th, we observed the 24th anniversary of the Islamist terrorist attack on our country 24 years ago. Now, these events have something in common. They were both carried out by those who hold on to ideologies that cannot stand up to scrutiny and challenge, so they feel that their only recourse is to commit an act of violence to silence those who oppose them and to intimidate and terrorize others into silence. This is the definition of terrorism.
There's now strong debate over Kirk's political legacy, being a strong supporter of gun rights, his opposition to abortion and transgender rights, and spreading misinformation during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well wishes for Pope Leo, who's celebrating his 70th birthday. Greetings pouring from all over the world, but nothing more profound than the celebration in the Pope's former diocese in a city in Peru. There, songs and cakes depicting the Pope took center stage. Originally from Chicago, Leo spent most of his career as a missionary in Peru and has dual U.S.-Peruvian nationality. He was elected on May 8th to succeed the late Pope Francis.
Filipino tennis star Alex Ayala is preparing for her next assignment in China. The women's world number 55 is set to compete at the Jingshan Tennis Open in Hubei province, which tips off September 22. Ayala is coming off a second-round exit at the Sao Paulo Open in Brazil. But the Filipino pride made history earlier this month in Mexico by winning her first WTA title at the Guadalajara Open in Mexico. Now, shocking news from the world of boxing. Ricky the Hitman Hatton has died. He was 46. Police in Greater Manchester said his death is not being treated as suspicious after his body was found at a home in Hyde. The cause of death has yet to be disclosed. Hatton's struggles with alcohol, drugs, and mental health were all well documented. The British two-division world champion had been planning a comeback fight in Dubai this December. Hatton once had a perfect 43-0 record before suffering high-profile defeats to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. On social media, Pacquiao said he was deeply saddened by Hatton's passing, praising his one-time rival as both a great fighter and a kind man. The 2025 Emmy Awards have officially begun, bringing the biggest stars together to celebrate television's premiere night. The first Emmy trophy went to Seth Rogen of the studio, who won Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy. Other red carpet highlights included Colman Domingo from Severance, which earned the year's highest nominations with 27. Jenna Ortega, lead actress of Wednesday, and Selena Gomez and fiancé Benny Blanco. Winners were selected by approximately 26,000 Television Academy members, including performers, directors, and producers of the Television Academy. Are y'all ready to meet the new Geralt of Rivia? Netflix has dropped the first trailer for The Witcher Season 4, starring Liam Hemsworth as the iconic monster hunter. This marks Hemsworth's debut in the role, taking over 3 years after Henry Cavill's exit. Season 4 premieres October 30, just in time for Halloween. Oh, my two daddies, Liam and Henry Cavill.
I haven't been following The Witcher, but I'll certainly watch now
I can't
because
wait.
Liam Hemsworth is there.
I know.
But did you see Wednesday Addams' outfit at the Emmys?
She was all covered in like gemstones. I was like,
That's
wow.
insane.
It was beautiful. I was a fan. Did you like it, Ferds?
Oh, when I finished the
No, not Wednesday, her outfit.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm just look at that.
Oh, there. We're showing it. Look at it.
There's nothing for the imagination.
Not much
to
covering
explore.
her.
I love it. She pulled it off really well.
You know, if you can pull that off, kudos to you. But I think her makeup was what? Well, I'll keep it to myself.
But so on point with her character.
It's very Wednesday Addams.
Yes.
It's cute
Yeah.
though. Have you seen Wednesday, Mai?
Yeah, I'm on the latest season. Actually, I think episode 2 or 3. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
same.
You're not into whatchamacallit binging.
I'm binging. What's this? I was telling you about this. The
Oh, yeah,
summer
which
I
one?
turned pretty. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm binging on.
She likes the rom-com.
You have to watch
likes the rom-com.
Pretty, get on board. So
I'm
wait,
gonna watch it now too.
Yes, go watch it. Speaking of the Emmys, there's a debate actually.
What?
Do you follow The Bear? You watch The Bear?
No.
I love the
I
bear.
love The Bear.
Same.
And there's,
Yes, chef.
there's a debate why they're actually in the category for for comedy series, but most
I don't
people
think
think they're a drama. It's a drama.
I think it's a drama too.
Because it's high tension. It's about past trauma that they're all dealing
It's
with.
actually very stressful, so I don't know why
Yes,
it's
I
comedy.
know. That's why.
When I watch it, I'm so stressed.
It's so funny. They're in the category for comedy series.
Interesting.
Comedy
but-
is stressful sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Back to you, Mike.
All right, so when it comes to nails, she doesn't just paint them, she transforms them into canvases of creativity. Meet Elina Jung, the young artist making waves with her imaginative and unconventional nail art. That's next on The Daily Dish.
This is my daily dish.
And hello, welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. Today's guest has become a go-to for personalities who want nails that are stylish, daring, and unforgettable.
And she's doing my nails now. She's not afraid to push boundaries, even turning everyday objects and sometimes the unexpected into nail art.
She's the creative force trusted by celebrities and trendsetters alike. From music videos to magazine shoots, her nails have been part of the look.
So now we're here with Elina Jung, the creative force behind Eli Nails, to talk about beauty, artistry, and everything in between. Hi, Eli. Welcome to the Daily
Thanks
Dish.
for coming and doing some of our nails.
Yes, thanks for
I'm
doing
so
our nails.
honored to be here.
Okay, explain what you're doing now.
So right now, I prepared a present sets for these beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
So
These
it's
are just
easier.
press-ons.
These are
Typically,
just
she
press-ons.
does gel, but just for the sake of the show, she prepared it and did press-ons for us. So it's
You also
awesome.
do nail extensions, right?
Yes, I do. I do
Okay.
all sorts of nails.
Yeah, all sorts of nails. Basta all nails, it's go to
Yes,
Eli.
yes.
So tell us how did you first discover nail art and what inspired you to make a career out of this?
Oh, I was just really a nail enthusiast ever since I was just a kid. But I never thought this would be my full career. I just thought this would be like if my first dream fails, I'm just gonna open a salon or something like that. It was just a hobby.
What was your first dream?
A vet.
A vet! Aww.
I love pets. I love all sorts of animals. So I really wanted to be a vet, but I hate studying. So
Same girl, but I want to know where you get your inspiration because you're not just your typical nail art. Like she's made bahay kubo. She's known for fruits. Like I have a fig. And like just other crazy wild things that you can just think of with your imagination. But she brought some of her pieces here.
Yeah, we have to show the
Can
bahay
we zoom
kubo?
in? She made this bahay kubo. Guys, that's for a nail. I just want to say that's for your nails. Like that's crazy. I want to frame this. So Eli, how do you bring them to life and basically put them on nails?
basically, my greatest inspiration is nature. And gratefully and thankfully, Philippines is I'm so grateful that I live in the Philippines because despite all the things that's happening, it's really a beautiful country with a lot of natural resources. So as you can see, a bahay kubo, like forest, or like this is inspired by sea.
So this bahay kubo actually goes on your nail?
Yes, it goes like this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, can you imagine?
So you can't do other stuff when you have nails like that. You can't change or wash dishes, of course, diba?
Yes,
But walk
yes,
us
yes.
through like each of these because these are her like most famous ones that she's done. So we have the bahay kubo. Let's start from the top. What's this?
This one is like a alien spaceship 3D printed nails.
That's insane.
Yeah, so everything here is 3D printed. And whenever I make editorial nails, like photo shoot nails, I make sure not to use nail polish.
Oh, so what do you use?
I use paint, 3D print. These are just like fake. This shell, I got this from a beach. I picked it up. This one from fake flowers.
Wow.
And this one from old jewelry. And yeah.
Oh, that's
things
an
like
idea.
that.
That's
Because
crazy.
like, remember from our accessories, sometimes when they get broken, but you don't want to get rid of the whole
Right,
thing.
because it's
Because there are
sayang.
certain parts that you can reuse. And these are actually real shells.
Yeah, this one, real shell. This one, real shell.
And typically, how long does it take you? So, for example, this is looking so complicated. How long does it take you to do like this set?
From 3D sculpting and painting and everything, this will take around like 2 days.
Oh wow, that's a long time. And have you seen any trends this year? I guess we are in the latter half of 2025. But what trends are you seeing that most girlies are getting for their nails?
For the nail design, polka dots.
Polka dots.
That's back. But then generally with nails, I think the 3D printing.
Yeah.
And there's also this nail machine where you just put your finger and they just print the nail
Wow. Wait,
picture you want. Yes.
Straight under the machine. It's
Yeah.
like they
It's
scan
just
the whole
like this.
design on your nail.
You just upload the picture you want and you just put your finger and it prints the picture you
Oh,
want.
they have that for like the lattes.
Yeah,
like the latte
something
art.
like that,
Yeah, so now
exactly.
they have it for
Uh-huh.
nails. That's amazing.
And that's mostly started by the Korean. It's Korean technology or Japanese technology?
I kind of think it's Chinese.
Oh, wow. But wow, things are moving really fast in terms of how you do nails, how you do hair. There's so much going on.
But I want to know, what's your creative process like? So I know you've done Beanie, right? You've done Beanie's nails. So what is the process with collaborating with them and then basically finishing their nail art?
Look at my nails though.
She finished.
They're done.
Nice. And they look
done.
very on brand with Mai.
Oh my
God.
Okay.
That is so adorable.
Let's see if I can still hold paper from. Okay, yes. It's functional. I can hold this. I can pick this up. Okay, it's still functional.
Yeah,
I'm
this
worried
is
I can
very
touch
basic nail art, so you can basically do anything you want with these.
It looks so good though.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Ellie, what is your
party.
creative process like for celebs? From
for-
start to finish.
With celebrities, it's more collaborative because I cannot force what I really want, because at the end of the day, my biggest motto is my client to be happy. So we always collaborate on nails and the color she wants and what really suits her skin tone and her personality. So for celebrities, it's more of like a collaborative, creative process, which is also really fun. But for my personal projects like this, I get to use my full brain and really create the wildest
So we're gonna
nails.
switch now.
She's
It's
gonna
time
finish
for
my fake nails and I
most
put
other
lotion, so my
hand.
hands are so slimy. Hold on. Because I was like, oh my God, there's something on my hands. I gotta put lotion.
Ellie, what's your most memorable request? The most memorable that you've gotten from a client?
Oh,
My
this
hands
is
are
the
so
craziest
slimy.
nails I've done. I put a real mosquito on nails.
Oh my gosh. Ew, isn't that like
A
dengue?
mosquito.
Girl, you don't get dengue from that. What?
Yeah, it will give you dengue.
This client of mine is a dinosaur enthusiast. So we put skeletons and dinosaur eggs.
Dinosaurs
and...
ba yung mosquitoes?
No. So the theme was Jurassic Park. And how did Jurassic Park start?
Yeah.
It's
Remember, and they showed the
DNA from a
largest
mosquito.
from
Yes.
what? The resin that they found.
So,
in
but no
Jurassic
insects were harmed when making that set. So we picked up a dead insect.
My mind is blown. I'm like, you just got mosquito. I'm trying to kill the mosquitoes, and this girl just walking around with mosquitoes on her hands.
Yes, I encapsulated on the thumb. One nail was missing, but we were thinking, what should we put? So he thought of, how about mosquito? That's how Jurassic Park started. So yeah, that's the craziest nails I've ever done.
So how does it feel, Ellie, to see your work on stage and in magazines or in major events? And you've secured these fantastic collabs with major brands, right?
I feel grateful every time I get the spotlight somehow. But I've come far from where I started, but super layo pa. Malayo na, pero malayo pa. So,
how has nail art evolved though? Like I feel like before, right, it used to be just like gemstones on people's nails, and then now it's the whole 3D thing. So do you think, what's the next big thing now for nails?
I think nails started evolving when...
Oh, wait, sorry, I have to stop. She's putting some
pick that
forest
for you.
on me. Oh, I thought
I'm picking that for you.
Oh my.
So I wanted you to try some editorial nails.
Show it, camera one.
OMG. This is crazy. Buti na lang Ellie, I'm so sorry. My hands are so slimy, but what?
So
I love it. It's nature inspired.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's giving poison ivy. I
love that character.
So this is how it feels to have editorial nails on your...
I'm so touched that I was picked.
Love it. Look.
This is the craziest thing and the most beautiful thing I've seen. Oh my gosh.
So this pales in comparison to your nails. Look.
This is insane. Like, guys, if you could zoom in, like, look at the details. So I just want to know, how do people like do everyday stuff with nails like this, or it's just really for events?
It's just really for photo shoots. You can't ever function with these nails.
Cannot even hold anything.
Yes, you cannot even.
But I'm interested in putting your name like spelled out on your nails. That's cute.
Yes, because
I saw in one of the videos.
Yes, you can, because I print nail stickers, so it's gonna be like as precise as the printed copy like that.
So what do Gen Zs like?
I think nails evolved a lot than before because it's considered as a self-expression and fashion. So Gen Zs these days are super iba-iba what they want. It really depends on your personal style and how you want to express yourself through nails. So there's no specific style.
But this looks so complicated. Like, would you say making all of this would be the most challenging part of your line of work?
I think the more challenging part is the concept. Like, in order for me to do this set, I had to like compile all the ingredients, and I want the forest theme, I want their flower shells or something like that.
You made these by hand.
Yes,
right?
everything's hand sculpted.
Wow, how
for this one.
meticulous! Look at that, the attention to detail. And
I told-
they actually look
I know.
like real greens.
I told Ellie she needs
Real
to frame
plants.
this, like literally frame all her nails that she's done, because this is crazy. But
we have to take our picture.
yes, we're gonna take a picture later. But Ellie, don't go away because we have a fun game
Coming up,
after the
yes,
break.
that's coming up, the fun part. Right, join us later as Ellie turns tiny canvases into bold works of art. She will design unforgettable artwork for all of us also in a bit. I don't know if you can do that later.
Yeah, but we're gonna play a game, don't worry. No. Nothing worry, it's super fun. So stay with us later. This will be right back.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We're still joined by nail artist Elina Jung.
She did our nails today, guys, and look, I'm not taking this off later. I'm keeping this work of art. I just want to say how gorgeous this is. If your nail art, I guess nail art, right? That's a perfect term. If they could talk, what would they say about you?
The nail art?
Yeah. If your nail art could talk, what would it say about you? Anything.
Crazy.
Crazy, yes, crazy.
That you're crazy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she just admitted that on national TV. Yeah, we all a little bit cray-cray.
Well, geniuses actually are partly, I think that's what they say, geniuses are partly crazy, right? You know, Mo, that's supposed to be a prank, but you actually like your nails.
Ferdi was planning something earlier. That's why I had both of the figs on, and he's like, take the other one off. And I was like, why? I knew it. I was like, Ferdi, but I loved it. Look, it's giving poison ivy. That should be my Halloween costume this year.
And you got nails.
See, your prank didn't work. My
That's
Halloween
brilliant.
costume
Poison ivy.
I
So
love
Ellie,
it.
what's your ultimate guilty pleasure nail color? If you want to go big or go extravagant.
Maybe like red.
Oh, like what kind of red? Like what shade? Like a
The
deeper
Ferrari
red or brighter?
red.
Ferrari red. So I'm gonna go in the nail store. I want the Ferrari red. They're like, Mom, ano yun, Mom?
It's always a bold statement, a bold
It is.
color, di ba? Red.
What's a good everyday, maybe just simple design or color that everyone can get?
Nude, definitely, because I mix my own colors, so I make custom nude. And that everybody loves that custom color because I match it with their skin tone. So you can wear it regardless your job. You can wear it with any outfit and it's not too screaming, but it still looks elegant and makes your hand even look cleaner and well put together.
Oh, wow. I want to know though, last question before we start our game. How does one, well, obviously not as extravagant as my nails, because like you said, this is just for shoots, but what's the proper aftercare to like make the nails even stay on your hand longer than like 3 weeks?
For hygienic purposes, 3 to 4 weeks is the best.
So that's really the time
That's
frame.
really the time. Because when the nail grows, so the dulo part,
Sounds like me. The dulo.
comes in the middle, so it might break your nail.
Yeah, and it tends to gather dirt as
Yes,
well.
exactly.
At the edge.
So
And
it's
also,
the safest
Yeah.
3 to 4 weeks.
But doesn't it weaken your nails also when you do nail extensions all the time?
For me, in my personal opinion, that's a wrong perception. Because
Really?
the more you do nails, like with a proper nail artist, your nails even get stronger. With a proper care.
All right, and very quickly explain to us why there's a ban. I read this news about there's a ban on gel nails.
There's a ban on gel polish in some countries in Europe. I have no idea why.
Maybe because some people think, I actually haven't heard of this news, but I think some people think the whole process of going under the UV light, they think it might cause skin cancer or something like that. So that might be the reason why.
So maybe. But anyway, let's go move on to the fun part now. We're going to do rapid
We
fire.
will put you in the hot seat, but don't be afraid.
It's fun. Look at how
Okay,
I'm
go
holding the
easy
paper.
on me, please.
I'm literally like, can I hold this like this? Okay. So, you want to
Okay, you
start?
start.
Guys?
Okay.
Chrome or glitter?
Chrome all the time.
Chrome. Long nails or short nails?
That's the hardest question. Oh my god. Maybe short nails.
Short nails. Your go-to nail color when you're in a rush?
Nude.
Yeah, always the best color. One celebrity you'd love to do nails for?
Maybe Brentman Rock.
Oh, yeah, that would be
I
amazing.
know.
When he comes back here.
I know.
You should totally DM him. Okay, I think I know the answer to this. Most unusual material you've ever used on a nail?
Except dead mosquito.
The mosquito. The mosquito.
Maybe a tissue.
A tissue?
Tissue?
Why would you use a tissue on nail art?
I mean, I was supposed to make a ball, but I wanted something light. So I put a tissue and I wrapped it in a foil and then made a clay.
That is genius.
Yeah.
So innovative.
So now what is, press-ons or gel?
Press-ons.
Press-ons.
We do
Yeah,
love
these
press-ons.
ones.
Something like these because I love to execute crazy ideas. So
Yeah.
Press-ons.
Okay, the longest time you've ever spent on one set of nails and which one?
Oh my god. Maybe with a client, 10 hours.
10
Wow.
hours?
Yes.
That's long.
That's the longest I've been
With
shot
breaks
with a
in
client.
between, I'm sure.
A bit of break, but then it was really a 10 hours.
What
Maybe
set
9 hours at most.
What set was it?
It wasn't. The thing is, it wasn't that crazy. But then we were deciding we should remove this. We should change the color.
Oh,
we should
so
put
it
this
was
flower
just-
here.
yeah.
So it's something about the client changing her mind all the time, and you as well.
Yes,
yeah?
it's also me. I don't like that.
execution,
Yeah,
right.
let's change it. Let's change it. So
Okay.
the 10 hours just happened.
One nail trend that you can't get enough of?
Maybe chrome.
The chrome nails.
Chrome.
It's
It's never
pretty.
going away.
A nail trend you'd like to retire. So what's out now?
French.
Oh no, French
Oh my
tips are
gosh,
out now,
French
and I feel like
I mean, it's out for me. Yeah, I'm sick
This
of
is
doing
just
French
personal.
nails.
I love French tips.
okay.
go.
Nails you wear when you're off duty, simple or extra?
Off-duty extra. Because when I do nails, it tends to get filed off. So I have to do simple nails. But then when I'm off work, look at my nails, I have vegetable.
I know, they're so adorable. Can we zoom in on her hands? Because they're 3D actually. Like
Yes.
the vegetables are popping up.
It's
That
like
is so
tomato,
cool.
broccoli, carrot, pumpkin, mushroom, and
So
other
if you're
hand, I have fruit.
vegetarian, go for that. So I'm gonna skip the next question because we've asked this already. If you weren't a nail artist, what do you think you'd be doing? Oh, we asked that earlier.
She'll be a
you
vet,
You wanted to be a
Yes,
vet.
I really want to be a vet.
Okay, you can do the next one.
What is a daily dish that you must have?
Kimchi.
It's so
So
good
Korean.
for you. And last but not least, what is your Bilyonaryo dream?
I want to open a big rescue center, adoption center for stray dogs.
Yeah, you really
Yeah,
love
I
animals.
really want it.
I'm so touched. But like, look at how I'm even. I was like, oh my gosh,
So
the
I-
nails.
so
I
art-
love it.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Sharp
you.
and stylish, just like your designs. Thank you for doing our nails.
Yes, thank you, Elina. We really
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
inviting me
Of
to.
course.
It's so fun.
Yeah, we had the best time, and especially I did. 'cause
So
I had the best nails.
we will have more stories for you coming up on the Daily Dish. Ferdi will be back.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. The first ever Bilyonaryo Quiz Bilyonaryo is from UP Los Baños. 22-year-old Ahian Kirk Landicho took home the 1 million peso grand prize. Ahian bested two UP Diliman students, Chris Alvarado and Neil De Jesus. He is a third-year agriculture biotechnology student and previously won the National Science Quiz Bee. You know who's super happy about this, except for my voice and my coughing, is Mai Rodriguez.
Yes, I'm happy. I'm from UPLB as well. So congrats to our first ever Bilyonaryo Quiz Bee champion.
Bilyonaryo.
But he
No, he
won
won
a
1
million.
million.
Ah,
A million
okay, he's
pesos.
1 million short of a billion.
You can add if ever you want.
No, thank you. But you know what? I was watching our nail guest today, Miss Ellie.
Yeah, Miss Ellie, girl.
She did so. Doesn't she look like a Pinoy Korean pop
Girl,
star?
I thought she was a K-pop girl. I was like,
Well,
girl, I've seen you before on the K-dramas.
She says people tell her she looks like Sandara Park.
I think she looks different, completely different from Sandara.
I think she's so pretty in her own way.
I think she should come back on the Daily Dish, and we're gonna practice our prank better because my prank
did not
backfired.
We'll choose the mosquito nails for you next time.
Please no. Ferdi was like, I thought she was gonna hate it, and I was like, I love this so much. It's cute because it's a work of art.
It
You
is
can't hate
beautiful.
It. Wait, can we show your nails one more time before we end? Because let's zoom in on his.
I don't know which camera I'm at.
Bonggang nails.
There, okay,
It's
camera
so nice.
one. I think camera one can do
That's
this.
so you also, Ferdi.
No.
You're owning it.
My kid's gonna probably be like, what happened?
That's
my
cute.
my family's watching right now. They're like, number one, I can hear you coughing. Number two, what's up with the nails? So hi, Regina, I know you're watching.
Yes. All right, that's it for us today, Monday, September 15. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With zero filter. I'm Monique Tuzon. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, and so sorry for my voice and cough. Always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
And I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's a Daily Dish served. Thank you for watching.